Okay, let's look at the practice exam 2, problem number 1. Alright, so we want to use the definition of derivative to find the derivative of this given function. Alright, so let's do that. Alright, so you have definition is f prime of x is equal to limit as h approaches 0. Right, so we're going to use a function notation. So every time we see x in the formula, we're going to replace it with x plus h. Right, so we have square root of 5 minus 2 times x plus h. Right, minus f of x is just original function, so just copy the function. So square root of 5 minus 2x, and then over h. Right, and you can see that as h approaches 0, the denominator approaches 0 because it is just h. And the numerator, you can see that h is going to 0, so it's a square root of 5 minus 2x minus itself. So numerator also approaches 0. So which indicates that you will have a common factor on top and the bottom, namely h is going to be the common factor. Right, but it's kind of difficult to see the factor h in the numerator. To squeeze that out, here's the technique. We're going to multiply top and bottom by almost the same thing as the numerator except for the sign. So you have a 5 minus 2 times quantity x plus h under the square root, and plus square root of 5 minus 2x. Right? In order not to change the quantity, we're going to have to do exactly the same thing to the denominator. Right? So I just write down the same thing. Right? So essentially, this is just a multiplying by 1, because quantity divided by itself is always 1. All right? Then if you multiply out, you can use the a minus b times a plus b deal. So we have, limit as h approaches 0, the numerator becomes, right, so we have a squared. In this case, this guy is squared, so square root is gone. So we have a 5 minus, I'm going to distribute negative 2, so it's a negative 2x minus 2h, right, minus b squared, which is going to be 5 minus 2x. Right, on the bottom, there's not much we can do, so we just write down h times square root of 5 minus 2 times x plus h plus square root of 5 minus 2x. Right, then we can cancel 5 here minus 5. Right, there's a negative 2x minus negative 2x. Right, and what's left on top is negative 2h, so we'll be able to cancel h on the bottom and just h on top. Right, so what's left on top is just negative 2 right there. Alright, so this is going to be equal to, right, so h is going to 0, so we know that this guy right here, h goes to 0. Right, so what you get on top is negative 2, right, that's all. And then you have a square root of 5 minus 2x plus another square root of 5 minus 2x. So you have a 2 times square root of 5 minus 2x. Right? So we can again cancel 2 on the bottom and 2 on top. So that's going to be negative 1. Right? So we have negative 1 over square root of 5 minus 2x. Right? So that's the derivative of this given function f of x. Right? That's it. I hope that this was clear.